So I'm going to be starting this new series about the Navy for any of those who are interested in joining, want to know more about it. I mean, I'm not going to say go tell your recruiters on their line. I mean, none of that. No. But some of them have been out of boot camp or are in different fields, and it's good to know different fields. Being on the ship, you know stuff about different rates and about. So I'm going to give you some information about that and boot camp. Today in my series, we're going to actually start talking about Navy boot camp itself, and in particular processing days, aka P days. Navy boot camp and P days wise is really is, in my opinion, the worst day of boot camp. If you talk about it, yes. Best day of boot camp is probably I would have to go with once you get graduation, obviously, but P days here, you're gonna get there on a thing called night of arrival. And this day, it's gonna be tough. I mean, you're gonna be already tired from waking up at 4 a.m. to go to MEPS, do your final processing paperwork, whatever you do before you head to boot camp. So you're gonna get to boot camp. I know some people got there at 7. I know people got there at 2 in the morning, so somewhere around there. But you're gonna be getting there at boot camp, and the very first thing they're gonna do is you're gonna get to the airport, and they're gonna line you up in different lines until you get on the bus, and you're gonna go on the bus to the actual boot camp in Great Lakes. And during Great Lakes, they're actually gonna, on the bus right there, you're actually gonna get what I would call a video, and there's gonna be videos on the screen talking to you a little about boot camp, and there'll be blah 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 blah, giving you chain of command and all that. But yeah, that'd be the very first thing you do. Then you're gonna actually walk off that bus when you get there, and that's when the fun begins. They're actually gonna be yelling at you, get off the bus, and you're gonna be you're gonna be running through these doors, and you're gonna be going down. And the first thing you do, I remember doing, was we get in a line. There's a line here and then across, and you're facing a guy next to you. And the very first thing you do is they give you your chance to call your last phone call, your little verbal 30-second phone call that you do. So you're going to be making a big old 30-second phone call. Then, after your 30-second phone call, you're going to be starting the fun. And that's after you do your 30-second phone call, you're going to do your urine analysis, make sure you haven't done drugs. You're going to be starting to get your uniform items, since your tennis shoes and your PT shirt, your PT shorts. You're not going to actually be getting your NWUs that day, but you'll be getting your PT shirt, your PT shorts, your sweats, all that. And you're going to be wearing those for the next, 2 weeks in boot camp before you actually get your NWUs. It all depends on whenever you go to NWs, normally about a week. But yeah, P days, after you do all your uniform items, you're going to be getting all of that. It's probably be 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning when you finally get all of your items. But when you get your items, it's going to be interesting. But you're going to actually have a big old box that you're going to send home to your family, and you're going to be changing with 70 other dudes or females, whatever, and you'll be literally going to take everything, including your underwear, everything. My recommendation is, if you go to boot camp, to not pack like really anything that you wouldn't potentially need. I mean, you can have a Bible, and my mistake was people like, oh, you need small Bibles. Honestly, in boot camp you can have your Bible, but a lot of people send it home, and you probably have stuff that you can bring, but you're actually sent home. That's what all of us do. So don't be afraid to not take it keep it, but all up to you, honestly. So yeah, you're going to be getting inspected on all of it, so honestly, the less stuff you have with you, better. And, I mean, you get your little box stuff that doesn't get inspected, but it's kind of tiny, so I wouldn't recommend bringing anything other than your main documents. Other than that, send it home. So after you do your documents and stuff, and you get all your clothes, you're going to be sending it over to your compartment. In your compartment here, you'll be staying there for about a week or so. It's your P-Day compartment, and what they do is they start teaching you. You're going to pretty much house there. Start learning some of the basics on keeping your compartment clean and all that while you're there for a week. You're going to learn how to sweep, how you're going to be mopping. And during that day, the very first day, very first thing you do is you're going to, label your water bottle. That's what I did. And that's just going to be, you're going to be so tired, you're going to be like, am I writing this right? But yeah, just live that day. Then after you do that, you're going to probably have your first breakfast about 6:30. It all depends on you. It all depends. I don't really remember much, but yeah, somewhere in there probably. And then after that, got my haircut. And your haircut, they shave your whole head. And you're over here giving heads and haircut and stuff. After you finish that arrival, you're gonna get your moment of truth. You can go through all that. You're gonna go through all chores and stuff that you do in the very beginning. Not a big deal. It's very odd process. So I'm not gonna go over it too much. It's very simple and you're gonna have it. After you finish your night of arrival, I went to bed. Remember, like, you're gonna do all your stuff. You're processing your ID photo for when you need it later on, and all that during your first day. And you're gonna be so tired after that. Like literally, you're gonna hit your bed at like 2000. Bam, you're gonna be knocked out. And that very first day, you're gonna wake up, and you're gonna hear your RDCs waking you up. Wake up, get up. Of course, you're gonna get up, but that's pretty much what your RDC is gonna do. They're gonna try to wake you up and stuff. That first day, and that will be probably the last day you actually get woken up in your RDCs, because you start preparing and you actually get up in time. So honestly, that very first day, it's gonna happen. You're gonna get woken up, but you're gonna be like, one night's sleep and stuff. After a while, you're gonna be up before RDC is getting ready, all that. But yeah, when you get up after boot camp, you're gonna be waking up, doing more processing stuff. A lot of times you may be waiting for another thing. You're gonna be getting processing. You're gonna be going over like your Montgomery GI Bill and all that. But we'll go into that in a more related video. Then once you get all your division, you're gonna be going to medical, and they're gonna do your basic eye test, your hearing test. Have you had anything problems since you've been to boot camp? All that. Pretty much, it's very simple, basic medical, your dental, all that, just to make sure you're okay and ready to fit to actually do all boot camp. Then apparently now, you're gonna actually be doing an actual fitness test where you're gonna have, I don't remember, but they have a Navy Standards online. You're gonna have to do your push-ups, sit-ups, and run. It's not like your actual PFA, but it's a little less. But make sure you work out for that. I didn't have to do that, but they're gonna have to do that now. So make sure you work out beforehand, at least get a basic understanding. You pretty much should be going to boot camp. I'm recommending it to where you can do your PFA standards. Look at your PFA standards and do them before you actually get to boot camp. It's a good recommendation. You don't have to, but it's recommended that you would do it, just because honestly, when you work out, you're not going to work out probably 6 times a week. And this actually, workouts for me honestly weren't what I was expecting. I thought you were going to be working out all day and ITs and stuff, and it helps you prepare for when you're getting IT or whatever for boot camp. After you finish your medical and stuff, you're going to actually be getting your card. They're going to stamp it and saying you're ready, fit for duty, and you're going to get a sheet. And then the actual fun begins in training, where they can push you, sit-ups, all that. They can't do any of that during P days, but the minute they do, it's going to be fun. And so all the mistakes that you make in P days, you're going to be paying that first day. So just make sure you don't mess up. Don't even be known during all this, because honestly, you're going to be tired and all that. Just make sure you don't do that. But yeah, you're going to enjoy boot camp, and that's your P days. That's probably the worst we used to do. All you do is sit around, seeing all these other recruits getting in their haircuts, and that you're actually be seeing other recruits out there. You're like, man, I wish I was further in their training. All of a sudden, you'd be them in 5 weeks. So just push yourself through that first week. I think it's the worst week. You're gonna have a lot of homesickness. Just make sure you push through it. Trust me, you're gonna want to get through it. So yes, there's your P days. Here, once you get through P days, it's gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the most boring week. You're gonna want to get out, just get through it. It's going to be a lot of sitting around waiting. You're just literally going to be doing mostly medical and paperwork to officially get you into training. So yeah, get through it, you'll be fine. Thank you.